Good to see you on your feet at least. We didn't know if he was gonna make it out, but
I'm not really on my feet.
my bad.
Stop. This man said on your feet, bro. This guy said on your feet.
Spoke to anyone or you just been ghost?
I spoke to Jay. That's about it. He caught me off guard, and he wanted some answers about the whole trust thing. So I spoke to him.
I heard he felt a certain way about that.
Yeah.
I still need to speak to him about that. Tell him I didn't say nothing. But I don't even know what to tell you, bro. This has been probably one of the craziest weeks of my life, and I can't imagine what it's been like for you.
I can't stop greasing. I can't. I don't know, man. I can't.
Probably wondering why Dwayne asked to call the boys first, right?
Yeah, he sent me a text, you know, saying that he loves me, and you know, I'm his day one, and I thought I'll talk to Dwayne, you know, see how he's doing. Then he's telling me to speak to the boys, and I don't know, no one really texts me apart from you, so I thought I'd call you. What's good, Jalen? What's good, bro? Hey, Palmer soon come. Don't worry, man. Don't worry.
I'm gonna need to pull over for this.
Yo,
one.
Makeda David, thanks so much to the tier 1. Welcome to the Mandem. Have you been good, bro? Yeah, I've been blessed, bro. I hope you've been well too, bro. If you ever want to play any games in variety, just let me know, bro. I'm always down, trust me.
So, first of all, I want you to know that when you got fucking put in the ICU, I was pissed, bro. I spoke out against T. I spoke out against the people who backed it. And I still, to this day, hate what he did. I've spoken to him about it a couple times since, and he's given me his reasoning, and I understand from his perspective why he feels like he has to do it, but I completely... He knows he fucked up, because we've been telling. I just want you to know that first. So, you know Dwayne was with Piper, right? Cop?
Yeah, I think so.
The day that you got sent to the ICU, there was a big discussion on the block. Me and Dwayne was voicing how we was unhappy with what had happened. Dwayne being more vocal than me, because you know what he's like. And
boy.
Yeah. And Dean and him got into some tension, you know, as they always do. They clashed. Dean was telling him, look, just, it's shit, but just move on, kind of thing, right? Dwayne spoke to him in a way that obviously upset him, made him pissed off, made him think that he'd been disrespected. They had an exchange back and forth. After this, we went to a demolition derby. There was a lot of us there, and at the end of it, one of the staff came over and found Dwayne in a small alley with his head fucked up, covered in blood, beaten to shit, and a crowbar. And that was Dean who did that to him. Dean said some shit to him about his girl. I'm yet to even know what he said. He said some shit about his girl. Dwayne started swinging, and Dean fucked him up real bad. Like, real bad. So Dwayne went to hospital. He got taken to the hospital. He was in a bad way. He was in intensive care for a sec. Not too long, but he was in intensive care. At this point, Dean was pissed because he put hands on him, right? So Dean found Piper.
But
Dean found Piper.
Dean already hot Dwayne.
Yeah. After hurting Dwayne, he found Piper and he shot her down. He gunned her down and came back to the hospital to see where Dwayne was, and Piper was now in the hospital as well. Dwayne found out this happened while in care, and I've never seen this man like this, bro. He hopped off his bed, was crawling along the fucking floor of the hospital just to try and go see if she was good. And when he was doing that, Lana called him pussy whip because he was dragging himself across the floor to try to see if his girl was good. At this point, he shot Lana. And then passed out. Dwayne shot Lana in the hospital, yeah. And he
Lana okay?
blacked out. She's good. She's good. She was lucky. She's okay. He blacked out at this point. He was in the hospital. He was still fucked. They put them in, it was him and Piper in a bed next to each other. I came in and I saw Piper. And I said that Dean should have finished the job. My reasoning behind that is that the whole situation would have been easier on Dwayne had she just died. And from what I'm about to tell you that follows from this, that became pretty evident pretty fast. So Dwayne was treated, came out, Lana was treated. She also came out, she was okay. We went to the block. We had a conversation. Dwayne had no recollection of what he'd done to Lana. So we had to tell him he had gunned her down. And when we told him that, he just went mute. It's like the life left his body. He went quiet. He just had nothing to say. Don't know if that's because he was ashamed or annoyed or whatever. But he weren't himself. After that, we had a conversation with him about a record label, which was poorly timed. Where it was me, T, and Lana talking to him about how we want to help and push forward with the record label. And it got heated. He wasn't hearing it too much. He saw it very much as us coming at him and not supporting him in what he wants to do, and was just annoyed and upset by the situation. So that conversation ended on a pretty bad way. And we went separate ways on that for a sec. So at this point, we've had that conversation, and it's pretty tense. The next day, he didn't realize at this point, but Dean apologized to Dwayne, or that's what he wanted Dwayne to think. And as an apology, he gave him a gun. The gun he gave him is the gun that was used to shoot Piper. Which, don't get me wrong, it's fucked up. But it only gets worse. So he gave...
What?
Go ahead.
Why is everyone just going against each other though?
I don't know. I don't know. Dean gave him the gun. At this point, Dwayne's still unaware that it was this gun, right? We had another meeting the same day about Mandem Records. This time it was me, Patar, basically trying to convince Dwayne to give Lana a shot within the company, which we came to a good middle ground, but we decided to call Lana in. The whole thing spiraled. They got into a big exchange. Lana was raising her voice, getting very angry at him because he felt that she would need to do an interview to be able to get a job there rather than just be brought in because she's family, which she was unhappy about. So she was cussing him out, told him to go get a fucking business lesson and that he's a bitch. And that shit kicked off. So that's another thing that just knocked Dwayne's spirits. And then at this point, he's now been made aware who shot Piper. And he knows about the gun. He knows that the gun he was given was used to shoot Piper.
How does he know that?
This is the part that's hard to hear. So during this whole thing, everyone had kind of been telling him Piper is a detective. People weren't particularly comfortable with you being around this high up to the point where she said that if she wants to leave, she has to be blooded out at a PD. Like, she's in deep.
What?
And
blooded out with PD?
Yeah. Dwayne gave her the gun. Which he later confirmed was with intention to get Dean arrested, potentially raided, and face the repercussions.
What? No.
And that's just not like Dwayne.
That's not Dwayne.
That's what I'm saying. And he wasn't Dwayne, and he still isn't Dwayne. We haven't seen Dwayne in
how do you know?
The longest.
How do you know?
How do I know what? That he gave the gun? Brian Knight called Dean and said that he had been told that it had happened. He told Dean that. And not only that, but Dwayne told us himself whilst trying to back that is not snitching. He openly confessed to it. He doesn't see a bad side to it. He doesn't see that he did wrong with that. He feels that because Piper was already aware of who did the shooting, that him giving her the gun made no difference.
Why would he give her the gun?
None of us know.
Did she know that Dean done it?
Yeah.
Then what does the gun matter then?
There was 2 people involved. I don't know who went with Dean. Neither does Wicked. But they don't have that second gun. And there was 2 lots of casings found on scene. So with that gun being in their possession, they're still looking for the other. I can only assume.
So confused.
It gets worse.
Wait, no, so Dwayne gave the gun. Did he say anything, or did he just give it? Like, I'm confused.
He told us he gave the gun to Piper with the intention of that fucking over Dean with the feds.
What?
And that gun obviously matches the casings that was on the scene.
He said that.
Dwayne said that.
Nah.
Obviously, this all happened. And the way T's explained to us, T and Dwayne went for a conversation. Apparently, it got to the point where T was going to shoot Dwayne. That isn't what happened. Dwayne is still alive and breathing, as you know from the call you had with him. But as crazy as this sounds to say it out loud, Adam Dwayne is no longer a member of the Mandem.
Don't fucking with me, bro.
I'm serious.
Oh, bro. Why? What you... He's family, bro. That's my day one. What you mean?
He is family. And I will always love him.
The fuck you mean?
But what he did with the feds led to what happened. I later found out after
What you
this,
mean led to what happened, bro?
It's the way they branded it, man. It's like, what he did, Dean mentally fucked him, bro. Dean was in his head and fucked with him so hard that he was not right, bro. And it turned him to do things that he would never do. The normal Dwayne would never do. He gave a detective that gun Dean used, knowing and hoping that that would fuck him over. What Dean did was fucked up.
What about Dean then?
At this point, I don't even know what's happening with that.
What you mean?
I know as much as you do in terms of that.
What? Dwayne will always be Mandem, bro. What you mean?
Dwayne had a conversation with P Money. This is something I found out after I knew he had a meeting with T. Where from the way P described it, Dwayne was pouring his heart out. Said that he could never respect hierarchy. And that because he came up with T, he would never respect T as a leader because he always sees him as that guy he came up with.
That's not true.
And
Dwayne loved T more than anybody, bro.
During that conversation, he threw his chain to the sand. He put down that chain before he was officially told that he had to leave. And at the end of that conversation, after P was there for him,
he threw away his chain.
He threw away his chain.
Why?
And it was taken by a crow.
Why are people allowing this?
Allowing what part?
Why is everyone just fucking with each other to the point where they lash out and do things that they don't want to do?
I wish I knew the answer to that question.
What's the point? That just makes them as bad as each other.
Dwayne held up the majority of the Mandem at gunpoint.
Nah. Actually, It does sound like Dwayne.
He did do that.
For what?
He held him up because he felt like he couldn't trust us. He was having a meeting with two of, I believe, Vince and someone else. And a bunch of other people came through and he got spooked.
And with what you've told me,
Honestly, like, I tried so hard to help him and back him. And I had a conversation with him. It was this whole thing. He wanted to sue the bimbos for terrorism. Another one that just showed that he was just off the rails. Told him that that was a bad idea, and because I disagreed with him and thought it was a bad idea, he got upset about that. I then went to talk to Lil Cap about it while he was there, and he told me, no, you're not going to tell him that. As your owner, I'm telling you, do not tell Lil Cap. And I said, your owner? He said, yes, I'm your fucking owner. That's the most disrespectful thing that he ever said. That one hurt me.
the thing that you have to realize about Dwayne is when he's hot,
Car also heart.
he does things that he don't mean to do. And he lashes out. Just like anyone.
I know that. But working with the feds, that's
Working
hard, if
with
not
the feds.
impossible, to come back from.
Dwayne wouldn't work with the feds.
You need to talk to him. Because he's going to tell you from his perspective what he did. He's going to tell you that's not working with the feds. But you're going to know that that's working.
So because of all that, he threw his chain away.
Yeah. And I feel bad for him, bro. Because I just had a conversation with him. And his whole thing is, all this happened to me from Dean, and nothing happened to Dean. He still has a chain. He's still chained, and I agree with him.
I mean, Dwayne can still get a chain. He's just got to buy another one.
Ain't like that, bro.
What do you
He's
mean?
gone.
What do you mean, gone?
T said he would have killed him, but it was more painful to keep him alive so that he can see what is going on with his family from a distance.
What are you saying to me, SK?
I'm telling you everything that I've heard as I heard it the last.
You're telling me a story where everyone's acting out of character. That's not them. No one acts like that, bro. They don't do those things.
And if I hadn't have seen it, bro, I never would have believed it myself. If you want to speak to Dwayne, you should speak to Dwayne. But he's going to tell you some shit that's going to sound real fucking crazy to you.
What? Bro. Why can't he just get another chain and be Mandem? I'm confused.
He's gone, bro.
What do you mean by gone, bro? I was on the phone to him. The brother's still here.
He's alive, but he ain't Mandem, bro.
Why ain't he Mandem?
He's been kicked.
Kicked?
He stepped
by
away.
Who?
He's been kicked.
By who?
By T.
T?
Yeah.
No. No, T wouldn't do that. No. T wouldn't do that to Dwayne.
T said Dwayne was saying goodbye. Dwayne had accepted death. Dwayne thought he was going to be killed.
Carmen, my 2 is back to fix this shit.
Nah.
T shot the air because he couldn't kill him. He told him,
so T...
You're gone.
T shoots me. And then... And Dwayne's gone. For what? What?
I know it's a lot, bro.
Nah. Nah, bro. Nah, this ain't right. This ain't right. Nah. So
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I know if there's one man you probably want to speak to right now, like, it's definitely not T.
I wasn't planning to talk to him anyway. You're lying to me, SK, bro.
To speak to T.
I
wish I was fucking lying.
He would not do that. He wouldn't do that, bro. As we've known Dwayne for so long.
I know.
The moment, you know, we picked him up outside of, but nah. I don't even know what to say right now, bro. Lying to me, bro.
I wish I had the answers, bro, but this week's been shit that I never thought I would see.
Bro, I gotta see my boy, bro. I gotta go talk to Dwayne, bro.
You should.
I need to, bro. I need to go, man. I need to go and speak to Dwayne, bro.
Sure you don't want to lift? I can't let you fucking wheel all the way back there, bro.
I need to speak to Dwayne, bro. What happened, Dwayne? What happened, bro?
Everything's gone to fucking shit.
They're all over.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm sure you heard about I'm sure you heard about everything that happened in the last few days from another man's perspective.
That's why I'm here, man. To hear yours. I already understand yours.
You do? Even after everything you've been told, do you really? Because every other man that has spoken to me has literally told me it does not matter what happened to me.
I just don't believe it, bro. I guess I'm just in denial. You're family to me, bro. You'll always be family. You guys got some way too dank mic, bro.
You know, this one's this one's extra hard, my guy. This one.
What is this echo shit, bro? What is this echo shit, man?
You know, we came up together, man. At first
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
you tweeted some shit out. I come at you sideways.
Yo, chat, go over there and tell him he's got a
End up
massive
becoming
echo.
friends, and then
Please.
The rest was fucking history, my guy.
You had a vision. And that vision came true, bro. I don't. Why, bro? I just don't get it, man. I get it, but I don't. I'm just so confused. I'm so lost. What? No one's acting the way they normally act. I don't know why you did what you did, but I do know. I just don't understand that, and why you're the only person that something has happened to. What about the people that pushed you to get to that point? It's as much on them as it is you.
I can't believe he said that.
Loving the RP recently, bro.
I can't believe he said that. I'm just so glad you understand, of all people. Because out of everyone, you were the one that...
I mean, I
You were the one that I
understand,
feared
but
the most, man.
it still doesn't make what you did okay. I don't believe it. There's no shot T would kick you out the Mandem, bro. Like, that's not him. He wouldn't do that. I don't get it. Why'd you do it? I know why you did it, but fuck, man.
I was just tired. You of all people know how long it's been. The back and forth, the constant violations that this man gave me every single fucking day. All the time, day in, day out, violating me. Taking me for a mug. This time he pushed it too far at him. This time he did some things that I wouldn't wish on my own enemy. No matter how bad of an enemy, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
I don't get it. It was supposed to be a family.
ZRK
bro.
heart,
We don't
ZRK
do those
MDM,
things for
ZRK
family.
MDM, ZRK heart.
You're both as bad as each other.
Yeah. I can't excuse what I did, Adam.
So you did do it. You were
I
working
gave
with the
5
feds.
I wasn't working with them. I didn't do that. I didn't work with the feds. I just gave her the gun. I snapped. I snapped. Dean stood in my face and apologized to me for everything that he did. He apologized in my face as he sets me up by giving me the same exact fucking gun that he used to shoot my girl just the day before. As he's apologizing to my face. He planned all of this, Adam.
Then why do it? If Dean did all of this, then why do it? Why not just talk to T about it? Why not?
For what? Tell me, for what?
I don't know.
So he can get a slap on the wrist? So everyone can turn around and go, ah, oh you, Dean. So that he can just get away with it scot-free like he always fucking does?
I mean, you could have done anything else, bro. You didn't have the fucking snitch.
I didn't snitch.
What do you mean? What else would you
She
call that,
already
Dwayne?
knew. She already knew.
How? How did she know?
Because before anything to have anything, she knew because Dean announced himself before he shot her. Because she's not fucking stupid, Adam. She got shot, but she's not stupid. She's a detective.
But
There's more.
it doesn't
There's more
change
to
the
it.
fact you gave her the gun, though, man.
I did. I know.
And you
I
told
know.
her it was Dean's.
I didn't tell her that. She told me that. That is not true. She told me Dean Quincy is the one who shot me. Yes or no?
What
I
did
said
you say?
nothing.
You said nothing.
I said nothing.
It doesn't make sense, because if you said nothing, why would you be kicked from the Mandem?
Because saying nothing isn't disagreeing. And once again, she's not stupid. She told me my silence said everything.
What?
She was certain, my guy. She was certain.
I just don't get why you do it. I don't get why you turn your back on the family like that.
I didn't turn my back on the family. In my eyes, he's not family. Family doesn't do that to other family.
You're right. Family doesn't do that to family. But he has a chain. And because he's got that chain, he's family.
Unfortunately, Adam, it's not the same in my eyes. Because I would have accepted that. I would have accepted that. Except for the fact that he done that after everything that he had already done. You're asking the wrong person why they didn't get rid of the gun. You should be asking him why he isn't getting rid of the gun. You should be asking him why, after he's done everything that he done, after he made me suffer, after he made me have to go through the fact that I got my girl shot. Me.
Okay, but you...
I almost died. I shot Lana because of it. I shot Lana because of that.
No. You shot Lana because of your own choices, Dwayne.
What choice would that be?
To pull the trigger.
You know the story?
I don't know what's fucking real anymore.
Well, I'll tell you what's real. I'll tell you the realness when I say every single fucking day that I wake up I regret ever pulling that trigger and shooting Lana. The realness in when I say Dwayne Flores, I was not present in that moment.
This arc is unreal from you
I was
too.
pumped on adrenaline. I was shocked 4 times. I flatlined 3 times. My body may have been there. My body may have pulled the trigger. But I am telling you now, if I was soulfully present in that moment, I wouldn't have ever done it. And you know that's true because Dean still has not been shot.
There's no excuse for it, Dwayne. The same with T. There's no excuse for what he did to me.
I know.
But that's the thing. There's people in a position for a reason. You could have spoke to me. You could have spoke to Tommy. You could have spoke to Patar. There's other ways to deal with things instead of being a fucking rat, man.
Unfortunately, we sat in a circle and had a meeting immediately after the fact. It was on the same day I broke up with Piper because Dean shot her in the face for no other reason than being my girlfriend.
So, you broke up with her and then snitched?
Dean continued it. I broke up with her, but Adam,
Why?
I can't
It doesn't
get
make
away from
sense.
that. Because we kept seeing each other in secret after the fact. Adam, understand when I say we stood there in a circle. That same day, I am all stitched up, head to toe, stitched up. After flatlining 3 times, pumped on adrenaline, fucking shot 3 times, given CPR. I died 3 times on that operating table. I died, Adam. You know what the Mandem did?
What did they do?
They came into the operation room after I was done. After I had barely just by the fucking 1 nail of my thumb survived by 1 nail of my thumb. Couple more seconds and I would have been dead. These man made a TikTok dance over my corpse.
Fuck do you mean TikTok dance?
They stood there around my body, dancing to music, making TikToks.
Nah.
Go watch it yourself. Go ask them yourself. Go ask if that is true. When I dragged my lifeless body through that fucking floor.
Why would they do these things? Why
Because
are we doing this to each other? It makes no sense to me. Why?
I wish I had an answer for you for that one, Adam. But unfortunately, as they stood there and made TikTok over my lifeless corpse, Dean is out there shooting my girlfriend. At the same time.
Is it an actual TikTok, by the way?
The Mandem are watching my lifeless corpse get dragged across the fucking floor. I'm dragging myself across the floor, pleading to the Mandem, begging to the Mandem, please, please save Piper.
But why?
She didn't deserve any of this, Adam.
But she ain't family, Dwayne.
Oh, yeah. Last time I checked, we had that exact same argument a couple days earlier about Marie.
Yeah. And Marie ain't ever gonna be my family.
But was I not right? You called me and you said, Dwayne, I'm going to fix this.
And I did.
This isn't
I
right.
told Dean to tell the truth. And he did. And I fixed it.
But then the thing is, he didn't learn from his actions. Not one bit.
So then it goes above me. It goes to T. You talk to T. T listens.
Yeah, he does. Except he wasn't there for any of it. But he was there to watch me almost die 3 times. He was there to watch my girlfriend get shot. He was there when I had no choice but to break up with the one person I fucking cared about, apart from my family. The one person I fucking cared about. The last time I had to break up with a girlfriend, it was Zelda, and it was for the exact same fucking reason. And it came from Rami.
I'm sorry, Dwayne, but...
He stood there in a circle, Adam.
We
stood there in a circle.
Bro.
I don't give a fuck what she is, Adam. I care
She's
for her.
our enemy since day.
She's not. She is not your enemy.
Since day. We don't like the fucking Jakes. After everything they've done. She's a fucking fed. Since day. Since day. We've hated them.
I know, Adam. I know. But the fact that she's a Fed, if anything, Adam, you know me. The fact that she's a Fed makes it all more important. Because if I'm willing to get into a relationship with a police officer, the one fucking job, the one profession that I've always fucking hated more than anyone in the Mandem at some points. Surely that means it's real. Surely that means there was something there that was real.
Nah. Maybe it means that you've changed. Maybe it means that you're not the same person that you were. Because the Dwayne I knew wouldn't turn his back on the family. He wouldn't throw his chain away. He wouldn't even go near a cop, let alone fucking snitch about his own family. It don't matter what Dean done and what they done. That would be a conversation for a different day, and that would be on them, not you. But you took it that extra mile. You went further than them, and then it all went on you because you went deeper than them. Everything that they did has an excuse for it now because of what you did.
You're right, Adam. I did change. The Dwayne that was once the man that you remember. The hot-headed guy. It was always Dwayne versus the world.
Nah, that's what you thought it was. It was never just the Dwayne versus the world. It was the Mandem versus the world. That's how it always was. The visions, the stories. It was us against everyone. We came from nothing and we built something together. And you threw it all away. Like it's nothing? I don't know what the fuck everybody else is thinking. And this is okay. Everyone's fucking guilty.
Yeah. You're right.
Like I understand going back on the other people, but on me, on T, after everything, even Els, I haven't even seen Els in I don't know how long. But you doing this, you turned your back on him, you turned your back on me, you turned your back on all of us.
I would have never turned my fucking back.
That's what you don't understand though, Dwayne. You doing what you did, whether you want to believe it or not, you did because of that.
You know what happened after you got shot at him?
I can already imagine what happened, bro. I know what everyone's like, man. Everyone has their own personal goals and how they want to be and where they want to get to. And at the end of the day, they just do whatever's necessary to get to that point. You never know
Really?
who's
Big up my
fucking real.
guy.
So,
Really? So tell me how that is any reason for all of them doing what they do.
no.
Standing there in a crowd, around in a circle, the family circle, as they like to fucking call it. Having a family meeting, as they so fucking call it. All of them in a fucking circle, listening to T justify himself for what he did, explain why he did what he did, give excuses for why he did what he did. And everyone just sat there silently.
Yeah, and you know why they sat there silent.
Why?
Like I just said, man. They've all got their personal goals.
No, yeah, exactly. How is that family?
But
I
that's,
didn't have that. I stood there. I spoke up to him. I told him in his fucking face, you don't have no right to do that.
so then why'd you do what you did to Lana?
I wasn't there. I told you. And I said this to Winston, and I'll say it to you. You put Dean in your position after everything that he's done to me. He ruined my life. He
You know,
shot me. He almost killed me. He shot my girl. He fucking drove me to the point of insanity. Threatened my girl 4 times. Not 1, 4 times. He shot my artists. He waterboarded my artists. He literally set me up. If Piper died and she laid there in her deathbed, Dean would have still done what he had done. He still would have given me the gun. And then what? I would have ended up in jail for the 9s because he
You
shot my
just
girl.
don't see it. Do you doing? You just don't see it. Dean doing all of that. After all of that, going that far. Finally, something would have happened to him.
Yeah,
Just
why
like he
didn't it?
wanted. But it didn't. And you know why you didn't? Because you took it that step further. You crossed the line that you don't cross ever, no matter what. Even further than he did.
If
And
you think what I did is further than what he did to me,
You
then you might as well
snitched
just be like
on
all
the
of the others.
family.
I gave
To the feds.
her the gun. I did not snitch. She knew already.
That's
She
just, it
told me
don't matter
who
what she
shot her.
fucking knows, bro.
Yeah.
You gave her a murder weapon, bro.
Why did I have that gun in the first place?
Exactly. That's on Dean. But you
No,
made
it's
it
not.
on you.
No, it is not. It is on Tommy. Because as I said, we stood in a circle. The same fucking day that he did all of that shit. I'm heartbroken. Heartbroken. I couldn't even say 5 fucking words in that meeting. And if you know me, you know I can't shut the fuck up. I didn't say 5 words in that meeting. I was heartbroken. I had almost died. My girl had just been shot. I had been fucking tortured, driven to insanity. I have been fucking over and over and over and over again provoked. And we stood there in a circle, and instead of making it about Dean, as he should have, he stands there and he berates my fucking record label. Instead of fucking talking to
Do I
Dean, as he
agree
should have.
with what Dean done? No. Do I agree with what you did? Hell,
I don't agree
fucking
with what
no.
I done. I don't agree with what I
All
did.
I'm hearing right now is the same shit I'm gonna hear from fucking Tommy. Excuses on why you did what you did. When are you going to take accountability, Dwayne?
Unfortunately, bro. I've just been broken, man. For once in my life, I just had something good going on. I know it doesn't excuse what I fucking did. I know. I just needed a little trust.
Trust.
I just needed a chance.
No
for
one's
her to
gonna
prove it,
trust
man.
a fucking
I don't
Jake.
need you to trust her. I needed you to trust me.
We trusted you, Dwayne.
No, you didn't.
How did we
No.
not?
You shot her. Not you. He shot her. He did not give me trust. And then when after all of that, after he didn't give me trust, they backed him. There was nothing
You know
about
why
what Dean did that
they
day.
backed him? I've said it 3 times now. Because how can they back someone that fucking snitched?
Yeah?
So who else are they gonna back?
Yeah? Well, last time I checked, when we sat in that fucking conversation in that circle, the same day that I almost died, I didn't get backed. Instead, I just got slewed for how my company is failing after everything that I've been through. And once again, Dean gets away scot-free. So much so that he then has the fucking audacity to give me the gun. So yeah, you're right. You're right, man. But how many times am I gonna have this conversation until someone fucking sees I should have never had that gun? Because the moment that gun lands in my hands, I am not accountable for what I do with it.
And how does that make any sense?
Because I'm fucking driven to insanity.
Oh.
He could have just gotten
Guess
rid
what,
of the
Dwayne?
gun.
Dean's just given me one of his deagles. I'm gonna go kill someone. That's not my fault, because Dean gave it to me. You're the one. You. It's on you. You could have given the gun to T. You could have just left it. You could have done anything. But you chose to give it to her. There's levels to this shit. You don't do that.
Right.
I don't know, Dwayne. I don't know. I want to back you, but I just can't back someone that snitched, bro. But I don't back what Dean done. What am I supposed to fucking do anyway? Family don't give a fuck, bro. It's one of them you just gotta take on the chin. Just keep it moving. That's what you should have fucking done.
I mean, I did 4 times. Plus almost dying. Plus watching my girlfriend get shot. Plus watching as no one held Dean accountable for what he did the moment after the same day that I almost died. Plus after finding out that my family was out doing TikTok dances over my dead body as Dean is shooting my girl.
So
I did.
So just Dean's going out on a solo rampage shooting your girlfriend.
My goat.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
There was 2 shooters, not just one.
2?
There was someone else in that fucking car.
And how did you know that?
He told me. You know what gun was used?
What?
An M70.
And what gun did you hand in?
A Tommy gun.
What, so you're saying someone else did it with him?
I'm not saying. That's what happened.
Do you know who?
I was in the process of finding out.
Do they
You
know
know.
that there was another person involved?
Yeah. But they've overlooked it.
I just don't get how that could be overlooked.
Yeah. Me too. Because the moment that I say I gave the gun, everything that Dean done gets literally overlooked. But guess what? Even if I had kept the gun, even if I hadn't got rid of it, even if I had got rid of the gun, even if I had given it to T, even whatever. In my heart, I know it still would have been overlooked.
Okay,
Because
but
there's nothing that man can do that he doesn't get away with.
the difference there is, though, you would still be Mandem if you didn't do what you did.
No, because then I would have really shot him. Then I would have really fucking killed him.
So what, you think, oh, now I'm not in the Mandem no more, I forgive Dean, Dean's a saint. That doesn't stop your emotions and the way you feel towards him.
Yeah, but the difference is, now I know if I shoot Dean, I'm gonna have a whole gang after me. And the last thing that I would want is my own gang against me.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, really? Are you sure about that? Do you really in your heart believe that? How about the part when he put a hit out on me afterwards?
You what?
He sent Hydra after me. After I had my chain removed, after I'd been kicked from the gang, after all of that, he sent Hydra after me. And I had to look Mario and fucking Flippy in the motherfucking eyes, just like I do for every single fucking time this guy has a problem with me. CG Dean. The same guy who helped Chang Gang more than us in our own war with them. As if it wasn't fucking hard enough anyways. The same guy who time and time again shows that he's not a member of the family. Shows that he has other interests at heart apart from his boys. Shows that he would do anything to fucking save his own skin.
As much as that is true, Dwayne,
You put him in the same
as
position
much
as me,
as
he
that
would have done the
is
same thing.
true, he has a chain. And because he has that chain, that makes him family. Not just because he's in a relationship with someone. You think any of the Mandem members give a fuck who anybody is dating? I fucking love Vince. You think I give a single fuck about Marie? You think I give a single fuck about Hyper? You're out of your fucking mind, bro. Family is that chain, and the people that wear it.
Well, she may not mean jack fucking shit to you. But she means a lot to me.
That's okay.
No.
But you keep her out of our business. But you didn't do that, Dwayne.
She got herself involved in our business when Dean shot her. She kept herself out of our business.
And guess what, Dwayne? That's on Dean.
But it's not. That's on no one. Because if that is really the truth, then Dean wouldn't have a chain, just like me. Because, yeah, what I did, even if it is worse.
I mean, what does it matter now if it even is worse? Because
he still
apparently
has a chain.
you're not even a Mandem member. So if he did something to some guy that's not even Mandem, why would he lose a chain for it? Because you're not family anymore, Dwayne.
Because I was
to them.
Because I was when he did all of those things. If I am who I am now means nothing. Because who I am now is basically someone who should be dead anyways. And these last couple days I have suffered so fucking much that I wish I was dead. I wish I was dead. When everyone turned their back on me. When Sparky and Lana stood there and fucking 2v1 me about my record label, when I'm trying to make them see reason, when Dean done all of that shit, when everyone turned their back on me, she was there. I had a meeting with these men. Sparky agreed with me. He said, yeah, I like these ideas. Let's make these happen. And then Lana comes in the room. He backtracks every single fucking thing that he said. And he says, I agree with Lana. And then Lana sits there, gives me attitude, disrespects me again, shouts at me as I'm trying to be calm. And she stands there and disrespects me in my fucking face as the owner of the label. And then he leaves with her and he comes back and says, I still back her. I said so many things that made sense in that fucking meeting. They heard none of it. Just like all the fucking time. I say shit that makes sense. I say shit that has a reason. I mean shit. And I say shit properly. And it means nothing. And it happened again when they fucking stood there after I had just almost died. It meant nothing. I got in the car with Piper after that meeting and she stood there and said every single fucking thing that I'd said to Lana. She was not in the meeting. She said every single little thing that I pointed out, she pointed out back to me. As if she was right there in the meeting, but she wasn't. She had my back.
She had your back. How long have you known her for?
Long enough.
Long enough.
How long did I know you before I wanted to start a family?
Different, bro. And you
no,
know
it's
it.
not.
Yes, it
no,
is.
It's not.
She's a
it's
fucking Jake. And I don't know how you can't wrap your head around that.
She told me she'd risk her job. If it's between me and her job, she chooses me.
Really? Then why the fuck is she still a Fed?
Because she didn't have to make the choice. I did.
So you chose her over the gang?
I chose her over Dean. Not the gang, over Dean.
Dean is in the gang.
No, he's not. Not after what he done to me.
But you're not the one to make that decision. The person to make that decision,
just like I always do.
The person to make that decision is T. And T made that decision. But to you.
There's nothing I can say or do. It's too late now, anyways.
Just wish you'd take accountability.
I do take accountability. That's why I'm alive.
You're just coming out with excuses. Blaming everyone else but yourself.
No, I'm blaming the person who made me have to make that choice. I'm blaming the person who who put me to the ground.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to
I did what I did. Yes.
They have given
I made
95 gift
mistakes.
subs in
Yes.
the channel.
I gave her the gun. Yes. That does not make me a snitch. It's different. Because if I was a snitch, Dean would be in cuffs right now. That's not even true. I had every intent of fucking him over. I did. So that's not true. I guess I did snitch. You are right. I guess I did. I did. I guess I did snitch.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned now, you're no longer a part of this family. And you snitched on my family.
If you cared for me, you wouldn't see him as your family anyway.
I was about to say, so I'm gonna do what T should have done. I was about to pull out that deagle and fucking blow his brains out, but I can't, bro. I can't. I was going to, but I can't. You guys saw it though, right? You guys saw it though. You guys saw it though. You guys saw it. I can't.
Has been a fisher.
Not yet.
I watched him
maybe
on
another
his
time.
Fucking day in the
Not
city,
yet.
so
Not
did
yet.
you. And because of that,
I still love him, bro. I still love him.
My own
I can't.
fragileness, my own issues don't allow me to see him as the leader that he is.
Everyone makes mistakes, Dwayne.
Yeah, well, too late for me.
I still love you. Don't get it. And I don't think I'll ever get it. But I still love you. And I'll make sure that Dean gets what he deserves. But I've heard enough.
Understand. I love you too. Please find who else.
So awkward being in a wheelchair, man.